Yo, what up? It's Kev Lew, Fantasy Facts Machine with my guy George, the Truth Factory Fuchs. And we're here to give you guys some high ceiling players that may be able to save your season. Maybe they won't. But, you know, a lot of us are in a position where we have a lot of holes in our lineups and we need some help immediately. So these are guys that, you know, have the potential to put up some high scoring weeks for you. George, who you got in mind?
Man, I guess the guy on everybody's mind right now is Kadarius Toney, right? I mean, he put up 189 yards, 10 catches, punched the guy.
He's a beast.
He's pretty damn good. I don't know how widely available he is in a lot of these.
He headbutted his coach too. So
yeah, he's very polarizing. You know, he's incredible on the field. What's interesting is going to be when Shepard comes back, which could be as early as this week. When Slayton comes back, Galladay is not as injured as people think he is apparently. So will his target shares still remain as high as they are? People are definitely going to hype him up as high as possible right now. He's definitely worth the hype. The guy's incredibly talented, but you just have to see what happens when those guys come back. And the other thing is, I mean, Mike Glennon looked great for a little while. What's going to happen if it's Mike Glennon all the time instead of Danny Jones?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine his target shares are going to be at the same volume that they were last week. But, you know, maybe he'll get some lapses in the coverage with those guys out there. So
listen, if he's available, you take him. The guy's blatantly talented.
I got him.
I'm in.
On the same team, Devonta Booker. I mean, he's as long as Barkley's out, I think he's going to get a lot of play. He's going to be catching a lot of passes. He got 2 touchdowns last week, you know, subbing in on short notice.
Yeah, but so much of that felt like game script. It feels to me like if you have the option between Booker and Darrell Williams and the Chiefs with Clyde Edwards-Helaire out for a little while longer, Williams is going to be their actual back. And I trust the Chiefs offense a lot more than I trust the Giants offense. Not as high on Booker as most are. I mean, if you're just going to get him for free, obviously take him, but I prefer Williams.
Yeah, well, some of us have Latavius Murray in our RB1 slot, so, you know, I might have to go out there and get Devonta Booker. Yeah. Geno Smith on my Seahawks. I feel like he has the potential to have some high-scoring games. They're going to be in some shootouts for sure. The Seattle defense is just allowing anybody to do anything, and Geno Smith is going to be throwing the ball to, you know, to DK and
Tyler, you know, I get it. I mean, listen, for the 12 plays that he played after Russell got injured, he looked fantastic. I guess the only other thing I have to say is the previous 7 years he's been Geno Smith. So I'm not going to hype him up.
I mean, he had a good rookie season. Let's not, you know.
He was pretty good at West Virginia for a little while.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying he's going to win them ball games, but he's going to be throwing the ball. He's going to be running the ball, and I think he has potential to be an impact fantasy player.
It's possible.
Yep. Anybody else?
Guys from last week, I mean, Njoku had a hell of a week, right? You know, the talent's always been there with him. He had a massive game, but again, somewhat, you know, disappointing fantasy-wise because he'll have this one game every single year, and then before you know it, Austin Hooper is getting those touches. And I also don't expect the Browns to be in that many shootouts.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Team, so
I think the one thing he did, he proved himself. He showed that he has not that many tight ends have breakaway speed. And
no, he's an athletic freak for sure, but you know, how many targets is he going to get on a team that wants to pound the ball running? And with Baker's injury as well, again, I think last week was a bit of an outlier, so I would avoid him as well. I wouldn't avoid Rashad Bateman. If he's still available somehow, Sammy Watkins got injured. Baltimore, as you said, Latavius Murray is the RB1. You know, they want to run the ball. They just can't really do it right now. And
yeah, Bateman is out there also. He's on the waiver wires in a majority of the leagues right now.
Kid was a first-round draft pick. He's going to be their possession guy, especially with Watkins out. You know, obviously Andrews is his favorite target in the middle of the field. Hollywood Brown taking all the deep shots, but Bateman's there. He's an experienced route runner already. He's physical. Assuming that injury is healed, he's a guy that I really, really like going forward.
He's exactly what they need. I mean, in my opinion, you know, they need a guy like him to break up the field for Brown and Edwards. So I think, you know, out of all those guys, I would agree. I think Toney is probably my first pick. And because I have Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, I have high hopes for him.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna hype up Toney as hard as possible. We love the kid's talent. We just hope that he gets the potential to play the rest of the year. Also, you know, cools down a little bit and keeps his head in the game.
Yeah. He was actually sent to the locker room by the head coach before he was ejected from the game, which was impressive to me. I haven't seen that before.
I mean, listen, those Florida wide receivers are emotional. You remember Percy Harvin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Percy Harvin got sent back many times.
Yeah.
Percy Harvin was the most explosive player Vikings have ever had. So,
wow, that's a bold statement.
Well,
more than Randy Moss, huh?
Top 5.
Okay,
Let's go
all right. So yeah, those are the breakout players that there's guys. I mean, I have 2 teams that they just have glaring holes on them, and I got to find somebody that's going to put up some points for me.
If you get a chance to get any of these guys, you'll have a chance next week.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the alert, because apparently I've heard that, if you just subscribe, you don't get alerted. So you got an alert on YouTube. Hit the like. And this is George, the Truth Factory Fuchs. I'm Kev, Let's Get Lucky Lou, and we are the Fantasy Facts Machine. Peace.
Set up my squad, wake up and pray. Turn on the tube, don't believe what they say. Get out my way, I got sleepers to play. Shooting my shot and I seen who you waved. You waving the flag, I'm just chasing the bag. Almighty special, we taking it back. Doing our dance while you blaming the draft. I'm a machine, just stating the facts. I'm a machine, just stating the facts. I'm a machine, just stating the facts. I'm a machine, just stating the facts.